Brown Comedy Podcast. I'm Amy Brown. This is a podcast about comedy. Hopefully it's funny. It should be both.
Of course.
Okay, so it's December, and I brought Emily Holden back to the podcast / video thing. You can watch this as a video if you're just listening, because we are wearing ridiculous costumes.
I don't think yours is a costume.
This is more of like my inner child is expressing itself.
You're just wearing a good fit.
I realized I've started dressing myself as the daughter I never had.
Yes.
It's all like
love that.
Floral dresses and sensible sneakers together with floral dresses, like I'm going off to second grade.
Is this because you don't have a daughter to dress?
Well, I think that's part of it. I gotta work it through my system. But I gotta start the timer. I'm wearing a green velvet jumpsuit I bought on Amazon. It's shiny, and I washed it, so hopefully I don't get a rash. And then my podcast producer Joel said I needed to have a gold necklace if I was going to wear a jumpsuit, so I got my gold necklace, and I'm wearing a red fascinator for green and red, all the colors.
I'll say. What's the duck? Not the duck. The chicken.
Rooster.
The rooster.
Foghorn Leghorn.
I don't know.
Yes.
That one. I don't know.
I do
believe.
I have had too much eggnog.
Tell me about this fascinator. So
I have you can buy them on Amazon. I have them in every color.
Have you worn it for the Derby?
I wore it for my British themed birthday party. Okay, there we go. We've done it. We've worked into the so we're gonna roast Christmas.
I love it.
Emily's gonna help me roast Christmas.
Forget Christmas.
But we could roast and love and whatever.
I roast things I love the most.
I think that shows that you really like them if you're willing to make a joke about them. It means you're thinking about them.
As my husband says, in my family, we make fun of someone until they cry, and that's how.
And then they'll let you
loved.
Yes, and then you can hug them and build them back up. You're like the military.
Yes.
And get them nice and addicted to your family and your toxic love.
Exactly.
That's one way to keep the children from going to college.
We just celebrated Thanksgiving like everybody, and we call it Gaga Eats Raw Potato Day.
Oh.
Speaking of toxic, my father is known as Gaga to the grandchildren, and he eats a lot of raw potatoes.
That's not healthy. I think that the spuds can kill you.
Well, it hasn't so far.
Is this your father?
My dad, yes.
Does he have a vitamin deficiency?
It's not that he craves them. It's that if he sees someone cutting or making anything in the kitchen, he has to try it.
How Irish is he?
Yeah,
What's
pretty Irish in Kentucky.
No, like that's like a cliche that Irish people are all about potatoes. But why is he eating them raw?
Because is
he a time traveler? Did he grow up during the Depression?
No, although he does have polio.
Damn.
And he was born in 1952 and he had polio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy, right?
Right.
But no, he's one of those people that if he sees food, he has to have it.
If a magnet drops off the kitchen refrigerator onto the floor, does he eat that too? Because we had a dog that liked to do that.
If it's shaped like a peanut, I would say yes, he would eat it. But the first time...
Don't leave any loose pills around.
No, that's my mom. The first time my husband ever came home with me for Thanksgiving, my mom's like chopping potatoes for mashed potatoes, and my dad just starts snacking on it, and nobody else says a word because we're used to this. And my husband was like, "What? What? Do you see what you're?" And we're like, "Oh, that's just Dad."
Is he starving? Is his wife not feeding him?
Oh no,
he's just an odd bird. Yeah, that's
no.
wild.
He just loves food.
Okay, but the raw potatoes.
I know.
Bless his heart.
It's not necessarily. I just looked it up. It's not necessarily bad to eat raw potatoes.
You looked it up?
You don't want to eat a lot. There's small amounts, but they're harder to digest.
I was gonna say, does he poop immediately or like 2 weeks later?
You know, the thing is, Amy, I don't know all that much about my father's bowels.
You know what?
You gotta
give
learn.
me a couple more years.
He's old now.
He's early 70s.
Keep it that way.
70s.
That's how you tell. It's like the early warning. The butthole's the canary of the body.
The canary in the mine.
Yeah.
Oh no! You can't.
Again, it's all the toxic that comes in. You must go out.
You can't say that to white women because our stomachs are volatile,
yes,
delicate flowers.
It just means you're dying.
Perfect. Well, as long as I'm
Thank
thin,
you.
I'm okay with it. So I wanted to bring you on. So I need to describe your outfit for the listeners. You're wearing
This is Ann Taylor Loft. It's not really a costume.
It's really pretty. It's a blue cardigan, and then she has this fabulous
yes.
Russian style elf hat with wool, like fur, and then navy blue wool with green embroidery and a green tassel on the top. A tassel, mama, a tassel.
But according to my brother-in-law, who speaks Russian, was in the State Department in Russia, this tassel makes it not very Russian.
Right.
But
right.
I didn't have the heart to tell him when we sent him a picture of us wearing this. This is actually his mom's.
Oh, yeah.
When she passed away, she had lots of impeccable taste, hats, purses, scarves. And so my sister inherited a lot of it. And
she
then
gave it
she
to
gave
you
it to me because
you're the weirdo. Yes.
I would just
Don't
say
fight
I like
it.
attention a lot more than my sister.
There we go.
Don't.
My engagement ring, same thing.
Hold on. Okay, I love you so much. And you just said you're not a weirdo, but you do dress up as Mrs. Claus for a living during the holidays.
That's not weird.
It's you know what?
It's unique.
Miss
That's a
Claus
job.
bucks are good bucks.
Wait, but money, bucks.
Bucks.
I thought you were talking about the deer.
I think Amy knows about money. She just doesn't know there's other words.
Investments?
Investments?
Is that
Yes.
Diversified? What are you trying to say?
I do, but you know what? I do.
Explain. How did you start dressing up as Mrs. Claus?
Existential crisis a few years ago. I can't remember the first. Oh, it's because I went to a yard sale and it all went downhill from there. I found this cute little German child's jacket.
That you fit in because you're 10 pounds.
I should have worn the jacket.
If anyone should
Oh my
be
God, thank you for calling me 10 pounds. That's the biggest
if
compliment
anyone should be
anyone's ever
eating
given me.
raw potatoes, it's you.
It's because of all the diarrhea.
It's all the diarrhea is clearing you out. Here, make sure that
IBS, sorry.
everyone can hear about
I've
your
got
IBS.
IBS.
Yeah, we got to really make sure the IBS talk is crystal clear.
It's
Yeah.
the holiday season, so
It's more of a light brown.
does fatty food set it off? Because
It all sets it
like
off.
like that that
Cheese.
brie dip where it's like they heat
Oh,
the
it's
brie and they
so
put
good.
apricots on top or something
that
or
is good.
jams.
Can we talk about the holiday, like what we like at holiday?
I have a
don't
I have a
wanna
quick
roast it.
question, and I would like to ask this of everyone. Do you guys eat the white paper stuff on the brie?
The paper or the rind?
The rind.
Okay, I was like, I don't eat the
You
paper.
can eat the rind, you don't eat the paper.
I do not eat the rind. I carve it out and then I hide the rind. If I'm at someone else's house, I hide it, or I give it. Like I can't eat that. I just
I think it's
eat
just
the good stuff.
I think it's just a personal choice.
I think it depends
Do you
on
eat
if
the
I've
rind?
been drinking.
Then you eat the paper too.
I eat the box. I eat that little cardboard round box it comes in. It's like potato. No, I think I would say it just depends. But if you don't eat the rind, my guess is you properly eat sunflower seeds at baseball games.
No,
You're eating the shells?
Dude, I am from Kentucky.
You eat shells?
You're just like chewing the shells up too?
I mean,
Can you
crazy.
eat that?
I
don't think I.
I'm Googling so many weird, like, can you eat things?
I don't eat that many. I have to stay 10 pounds, like 2 to 3 sunflower seeds.
I didn't know sunflower seeds came in an outfit. Are they like pistachios?
Came in what?
An outfit.
An outfit. I love that you called it.
You got to strip it.
Have
You
you
gotta
never
strip her down.
been to a baseball game?
Barely know.
This is an American pastime.
I know.
It's not water polo, Amy.
I'm doing so bad at participating in our culture.
What are some other fancy people sports? I can't think.
I have been to the races.
I know we need fancier.
Um,
Some kind of galloping, like horsey.
Yeah, races. Like
Oh,
galloping.
races.
Oh,
I
you're
thought you meant
dra-
I thought you meant dog
dressage?
races.
Dogs?
You shouldn't eat sunflower seeds.
Okay.
They're indigestible and highly fibrous, and they can be choking hazards.
Can
They're
they
not-
cut?
Maybe that's why I poop so much.
Yeah, it's not good.
Maybe it cut up your colon in there. Just, hi-ya.
Maybe.
Little knife ninja.
I mean, I don't go to that many baseball games, but it's a lot of work to get the shell.
It's not.
Can you
The
just eat a-
payoff compared to a pistachio.
Can you eat a hot dog? Can you just do that?
I don't really like
You don't like hot dogs?
I mean, I like a good fancy.
I mean, I love a good trashy. I love all hot dogs.
I love all hot dogs too.
I'll go to Quick Trip and eat a hot dog.
Okay. Mrs. Claus.
Yes.
Tiny German boy jacket.
Yes.
Was it for a doll or a
I should
child?
have brought it. It is beautiful. It's definitely for a child.
Was it built in the 20s?
Yes, there's nothing like Third Reich on it or anything. Like I made sure.
You get a Nazi Christmas outfit.
It is beautiful,
Yeah.
and I put it on.
Go with your Russian hat.
Yes.
Do you have a Chinese something on you now? This is through all of the
You
bad
know, if
people.
we're gonna look at the back of someone's plates, I think it's probably. Oh, you have no plates. I figured you would have some plates.
Yeah, I can see how you would think that. Yeah, this calls for plates.
It calls for plates.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is very interesting. I think I live in Decatur, and I think I was on the Decatur Business Association for a while when I ran my bakery.
You were a proper grown-up.
I was a proper grown-up before.
What happened?
I don't know. It's so much more fun now. But I said I would dress up as Miss Claus. I would volunteer as Miss Claus.
Oh, that's kind of you.
It is.
And you also had like an improv background.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was, so they got me a costume, and then I added my German child's coat to it, and then I had some of these like great little old glasses, like with the cat eyes.
Oh, so it's just 1950s.
Yes.
1950s and sexy
Okay,
Mrs.
this
Claus.
is the thing. I keep doing it. I feel sexier as Miss Claus than any other time. I'm a sexy Miss Claus.
Do you? I love that for you. That's fantastic.
Oh, I love that for you.
I wonder if it's because Mrs. Claus is innately not sexual, so that it gives
Oh,
your
yeah.
your psyche.
I think Mrs. Claus is pretty
You
sexual.
think everything's sexual, Joel. So it gives you space to like explore the room and be flirty as you want, and it's safe because you're Mrs. Claus.
I think so. I think you're right.
That's why
I
I'm
think
excited
I
to
like
be.
this.
I'm so excited to be an old woman, and I can just say whatever I want to whomever I want. But like, get over here, young man. Come sit in my lap. Grandma needs a tickle.
Okay, let me ask you.
Let me give you a pinch. I got plums in my purse. Anybody need a Werther's original?
And this
I
is
keep
the-
them in my bra.
This is the clip I'm going to show you when you're like, I'm not perverted. Grandma needs a tickle.
Grandma needs a pony ride.
Does it bother you having sons that are?
Why do you have to bring up my sons right now?
I have another. There's another female comic with sons that has like told me, rein it in. It's grossing me out, Emily, when you talk about young men like this. And I'm like, I'm just trying to.
No.
I'm trying to own it. I love
You. I will bring
your
my.
old lady, sexy, slutty energy is exactly who I want.
I will bring my son in here right now, and you can sexually harass him while we watch. That'll be super
He's
fun.
underage.
Oh,
Also-
when does he turn 18?
Also, she talks so graphically in front of her kids.
What?
And I love
Never.
that.
No, I'm a perfect lady.
At
That's
the dinner
a feminist.
table.
That's great.
Well, I'm not talking about my period. That's for sure. They need
And
to know
that's
what's up.
also important.
That's not the only thing. And that's fine. But it's just so funny because I've had dinner with them plenty of times.
Oh, we were gross with them.
Yeah, you are. I like how they're like, oh, are we? Yes.
Oh, are we?
I don't know what's happening.
fascinated?
I don't know what's happening. They're like,
I love being dirty. I think you really hit the nail on the head with the Miss Claus stuff.
yeah, you can own a room.
And here's the other thing that I realized is like, this is my special hidden secret skill. I can entertain kids while entertaining adults at the same time.
Ooh.
And so that's super fun, right? Like,
Are you doing innuendo? How you
oh
doing?
yeah. So like, I was Miss Claus on the square Saturday for
That
Small
sounds like-
Business Saturday.
That sounded like on the square, like, almost like a
Yeah.
streetwalker.
That was later that night.
Gotta go pay the bills.
Mama's got to pay the bills. No, but like if there's a sweet old lady that's like wanting to take a picture of her, grandchild with Santa, and then she wants to go, and I'm like, hands off, he's mine. And, I say a lot of little things like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
And
that's
just-
cute.
So kind of, how Santa's a wildcat, but like I kind of give like a wink, wink.
That's the good knee.
Elves are the right height.
Oh.
So it's fun to entertain in that way while I'm then just getting all this love from the kids that give me all this sweet attention.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah. But now my kids are old enough that they don't.
Well, no, it's not going to get better. Sorry.
No, I know.
Then they're going to move away and
Yeah.
marry other people, and you'll be alone with your husband.
Yeah, but I have a daughter, so
Oh, that's right. They'll come back.
yeah. Sorry, Amy.
That's okay. I'm okay. All right. So, you like being Mrs. Claus?
I do.
Do you get paid a lot? Is it more than comedy? Has to be more than comedy.
Isn't everything?
Yeah.
It's nice. It is nice. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not why I do it, but you got to pay the bills.
Get a little Christmas bonus.
Open mics ain't paying the bills.
Do you buy a present with it?
Do you have like a set Mr. Claus you work with, or is it just?
That's a great question,
question.
Joel. This is why you're such an excellent producer
Yeah.
in your matching purple tracksuit to Amy's green tracksuit. It's funny because the other day, Blair, my husband, said, as opposed to Blair, I don't know, that sounded weird.
Yeah, Blair, your boyfriend.
Blair,
yeah.
my boyfriend.
That's
Blair, my girlfriend.
That way you can't confuse the names.
No,
So you're
exactly.
Blair, your kept man.
My kit man. He said, I think it's so funny that you refer to like different Santas in your life. Like you have multiple Santas in your life. Like, this Santa, like Santa Dave called and told you about a gig at, he's like, there's a hot lead on a really well-paying gig at the mall.
Oh my God.
So, and I feel bad because the Santa that I dearly love that really like took me under his wings. So to
trained
speak.
you up as a Mrs. Claus.
No, he first saw
He was your dom.
He saw the potential in me. The first time I worked with him, he was like,
The way that you're rubbing your fingers when you say potential, this does make it a lot more.
okay. Hey guys,
She's
There's
squeezing
no
her tits
cleavage.
to the microphone.
There is literally none. No, but he just really was complimentary, and it made me feel good. And he took me out back. No, I'm just kidding. No, but he gave me some tips.
Yeah.
And he's gotten me some really fun work, and it's really fun to work with him.
Have you met any other Mrs. Clauses, or do you have to fight them? Yeah, there's too many. If there's
There
two in a room,
are no other
it's
Mrs.
a duel.
Clauses.
A duel to the death. Are you?
Okay,
Are
all
you
right.
taking jobs from older women who are on a pension and need the money more?
What I feel worse about is that typically the Santas I work with are at least 20 to 30 years older than me.
Yeah, they have
And I'm like, even in this part of entertainment, the woman is so much younger, right?
Yeah.
And I get paid typically.
You get paid less.
Yes. Because think about it, like
If
if
Santa's
a gig
the
is
talent,
I'm the accessory. I'm the Vanna
Yeah.
White.
you're helping kids get it on and off the lap.
Santa, love him, but Santa gets to sit there on the sleigh.
He probably has a catheter in.
That
I mean, can you imagine
Some
sitting
do.
and not peeing that long with an enlarged
Yeah, and I
prostate?
bet
They all
kids-
have enlarged
and
prostates.
I bet a lot of kids sit on you and there's pee on their pants because kids are gross.
Hey, we do it with pets too.
Oh wow! Did any of them bite Santa?
Nobody bit Santa, but a cat did scratch him.
Oh, they brought a cat in. Who brings a cat out? A cat doesn't want to go nowhere.
You hate cats. Calm down.
Millennials.
Oh, a millennial.
I mean, this is where I feel very in between X and and again, I'm really grateful for the opportunity, but I am amazed at people's love of their animal, like to get the pictures with their animal.
the people who are bringing a cat don't love that cat because they're not doing what's right for the cat. They're doing what's right for them. They're being selfish. I said it.
Some cats are social. Some cats like to go places.
I mean, the picture
To
takes
sit on
like
a stranger's
5
lap?
seconds.
I don't think about the stranger thing. I mean, who knows?
I don't think that's any more selfish than making your kid go sit on a stranger's lap.
But we do a bunch of lies around it. Oh, he's going to come back at nighttime and he's going to look at you and he's going to see you and he's going to give you coal.
I'm just gonna
He's
kiss
going
him.
to give you a Barbie tank.
A what?
I don't know.
A Barbie tank?
A Barbie tank. I got...
Like a
I was
militia?
like, I
Barbie?
kind of put G.I. Joe together and then Barbie Dream House.
Oh, okay.
And
I
I got
thought you
Barbie
meant
tank.
like a
Barbie can have a
fish
tank.
tank.
Barbie
But
can,
I was just like, okay.
she can have a military tank if
But
she
you
wants
mean-
to.
Of course she
okay,
can.
Barbie
yeah,
does
war,
everything.
Of
war
course
tank.
she can.
Hi, Barbie.
You know.
So here's the thing with it's really interesting. I mean, as a performer, both of you can understand we love to observe people and relationships. And I used to do this when I owned a cookie business and I would work at events. And you learn so much about a couple through their interactions with cookies and also with Santa.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
But the Santa one is so funny, especially with the pet, because, and I shouldn't stereotype or be sexist towards my own gender, but a lot of times the female is like making the cat pose and putting this hat on it and like and the husband or the boyfriend is just kind of standing there like, can we just get this over with already?
Like rolling his eyes.
Which
like,
is just how it is with kids, you know?
Yeah.
And then you feel sort of bad. And I'm like, is this, and I'm going to get backslash, but like, is this like women that aren't having kids and they're like over
nitpicking.
they're infantilizing their pet.
I think this is Instagram's problem because they're just trying to get a cool picture for Instagram. They're
Also,
not even sending a Christmas card.
Pets are better than human kids.
Agreed. I'm not dogging it. I'm just saying as women, we're going to get that out.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
Yeah, well, I look at my dog and I have the same feelings I had when I had my baby. And I look at its face. I want to squeeze it.
Yeah.
I'm going to snuggle. I'm going to cuddle it, bite the ear off. That's what happened to Malcolm's ear. And but I think the picture, the fussing over the picture, that's Instagram. Because
No, I agree.
do you send classic Christmas cards, Joel? I found out not everyone sends a classic Christmas card as a picture of your family wearing matching outfits on a grassy area or a beach.
Yeah, you're really rich.
Or
That's a rich person
in
thing.
front of your helicopter.
That's a rich person
Or
Or what about in front of your Barbie tank?
in front of your barbecue.
yeah, my
Or in
Barbie
front
tank.
of like a volcano with active lava flowing. Or skiing on a ski slope. Or
I'm not going to help you out. I'm just going to
Just in front of a bank vault.
in front of like a house that looks like a bank.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah,
With the
just a
columns, like everyone's standing and they're like on the front steps and the columns, and then there's like decorative flowers. Do you guys do that?
I think most of the people that are younger probably do it ironically as like
Yes.
look at this. Like it's like the people that are like 20s and 30s and they go and get like the Sears styles,
The Olin Mills.
style
that.
portraits with like the
Yes.
weird like faded pictures and stuff like that. That is like we're doing this as a bit.
Yes.
Or
yes.
the like if you're all dressing in like khakis and matching gray tones or whatever.
Yeah. The hardest part is knowing people's mailing addresses for those.
I'm not mailing Christmas cards this year.
Oh. Okay. Are you okay? You're a Southern woman.
It's
This is
okay. I'm
do you have
okay.
cancer? What's happening?
What if I was like, yes? I have gotten. This is a great time to let you guys know.
Does your husband know?
No, one of them does.
One of Santa's.
One of the Blairs. No, I have had. I'm not joking. 25 Christmas holiday. It's holiday, Amy, not Christmas.
Sorry.
Holiday cards. No, you can't. Not in Decatur. Come back, and like as recently as like a month ago.
Oh yeah. So they're not.
There
even,
was this mail thing that happened last year with. So the postal system had rented like space from warehouse space from Delta or something, and then Delta needed it back, and so all these mail trucks ended up sitting for
wow.
months and months. And I guess a
Wow.
lot of my cards were on it.
Oh.
So they were all like mailed, correct addresses and everything, and they've just like slowly been coming back.
That's heartbreaking.
It is so, because we had some good fake happiness on last year's card. Disney World,
Yeah.
the beach, like what
yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
No
sometimes.
helicopter yet, but next year. So
in front of a waterfall.
Yes. That's more like the Crunchy family that does the, like the Crunchy families always do like the Yosemite, or like big sky.
We did one with all of our faces popping out from a porta pot
That's good.
because we were renovating our house for so long.
Because they were renovating.
And the porta pot was in their front yard.
I love. Okay, see, I appreciate that more than the Sears because that's more regional.
Yeah.
We did
I have a funny
one.
one this
My
year.
favorite one. Oh, I hope I make the list. Will I make the list?
Give me your address. Anyone can make the list. I just need addresses.
Okay. My favorite we did a few years ago. We were getting our Christmas tree and carrying it home, and we made it look like the girls were carrying it, and we were both just on our phones.
That's
a good
great.
one.
Pretty accurate.
That's a good one.
So, but that one actually, got delivered.
I always want to do one, but then I never do it in time.
You have to start.
Oh,
You have to start in July, Joel.
Yeah.
Like you have to figure out when the whole family's going to be together, especially if you do a multi-generational.
Yeah.
And then you have to get the outfits, and then hopefully the teenagers will put it on, and
I meant just with me, Rachel, and our cat in front of our Christmas tree.
But those are my favorites. I mean, my friend who only has cats, he always just does clip art where it looks so old and just not current at all, and it's his cat, and then, I like that.
It's fun.
But it's also isn't it, I mean, there's part of me that's it's so bad for the environment, all the extra paper.
I know, but
sometimes some Southern traditions cannot go to the wayside.
Cutting down a Christmas tree is terrible for the environment too, isn't it? We're just growing all these trees, cutting them down, and putting them in a chipper.
Yeah, but then it can go into mold.
Maybe they could make Christmas cards out of the old Christmas trees. Wait a minute, I have an idea. Ba-ding.
I love it.
Okay,
all right.
So we're gonna close the window on you being Mrs. Claus. Is there anything else you want to add to that?
I don't usually wear.
Has someone ever pinched your bottom while you're working there? Is it like being a waitress?
Only Santa.
Did one of the Blairs? Did Santa really pinch your bottom?
No.
Oh, they're all professionals.
He's not mobile enough.
Oh, you're too quick.
I did have an older gentleman tell me, "You make a really beautiful old woman."
Oh.
Yeah. And I said, "Sir, your wife is right there." And he got real blush. And I was like, still got it.
Still got it. Still got it. Old woman, sexy time.
Yep. I'm telling you, if you're in your mid-40s, dressing as an old lady, there's nothing that makes you feel younger.
That's right.
Don't try to wear a tube top and cool jeans that Shelly and Tamar wear. Dress old, and that makes you feel young.
That's a good point.
So we need an old lady thing for you.
Oh, I think I'm wearing it right now with my shiny green velvet tracksuit. I feel I saw Betty White wearing this one time.
Yes.
I'm listening to her biography.
I do feel like you need
now.
to do a Christmas rap in that tracksuit.
Oh, no, that's a hate crime. I would not be able to do that. I'm going to stay in my lane. So the moral of the story about working as Mrs. Claus is be careful what you buy at
yard
sales.
Yeah.
The jacket chose you.
The jacket chose me.
It's like Harry Potter with the wands.
Kinda.
You've been christened.
Oh, yeah. And I can't not wear it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to move on. I'm going to tell you guys something. So you guys already know this. But my birthday is Christmas Eve.
Oh, how old are you going to be?
Shut your face.
39.
I'm going to be 48 years old.
I love it. That's so exciting.
2 more to 50. 2 more to a really big party.
Are you going to, have you already thought about your 50?
That's all I think about.
Yeah.
I love to party plan.
You should rent out the Swan House.
Ooh. You know what? The Swan House can suck
You don't think it's taken on?
The Swan House can suck my front parlor. My house is nicer than the Swan House.
Yeah, that's true.
The yard's not as nice. But
here's the thing. Whatever you want for your 50, you need to make sure you don't do it for 48 or 49.
Oh, no problem. I'll just come up with something new to do for 50. Let's not postpone dreams. Has that pandemic?
I love, what is that champagne saying? Drink the champagne now, or it's like
get hammered now and drive later.
Just have the fun. Don't wait for the thing.
There's always going to be more ideas that come.
Okay.
So you might as well just do it now. I've decided.
Okay, so what's your plan for this year?
I'm going to have an Italian themed party. I always have an open house.
You
on
have
Christmas
an outfit
Eve.
right here from the last season of The Sopranos.
The Sopranos. I can be Tony Soprano.
Yeah, everyone do Christmas tracksuits.
Christmas tracksuits. Love that. That's a good theme too. So I was born on the same day as my grandfather.
Oh, which
Christmas Eve.
No, which grandfather?
My
Christmas Eve?
Which Christmas Eve? The other Blair. My father's father.
Okay.
And so every Christmas, the whole family would get together, and I would sit on my grandpa's lap. We called him Bubba, and we'd blow the candles out together, and then we'd have Cherry's Jubilee and set that on fire. It was super exciting. And I loved Christmas until he died, and then it was not fun.
When did he die?
When I was in college.
Oh.
And then now it's fun again because I have an open house and people just pop in.
I thought you were going to say open marriage.
Oh, yes. People just pop in me and pop out. And so it's been nice. But yeah.
How long have you done the party?
The open house party, 12 years probably. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I do different themes every year.
Okay, tell me some of like the big ones.
We did British. We did a British theme. And Britons are good at Christmas. And the Germans invented Christmas and then the Brits shared it with us.
Did you have what are the things that British people do? The
colonize?
No, the little poppers, the
blowers?
You're talking about like I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you guys are having strokes.
They do.
What are you guys talking about?
I'm milking a cow right now. They do it in Bridget Jones. You know, that's like those little
poppers?
toys.
Like you blow a little
It's a
horn.
Christmas cracker.
We have crackers.
Like that. It's a thing where
but that's for Christmas.
It's like it makes a big noise and there's like snacks inside.
That's a cracker. We
That's
have
what it
those
is.
for Christmas, not my birthday.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's okay. All right. Okay. So people always say like, "Oh, Amy, your birthday is on Christmas Eve. Do people give you a same present and you're mad about that?" No, because my grandmother bought me a million presents, and then my husband just gets me something that's awesome, so it doesn't matter.
So do you get it on your birthday or on Christmas?
Sometimes I just go buy it myself.
Well, yeah. Amen to that, sister.
So I love it. I love Christmas. I had bone-crushing depression when I was pregnant with my second child. It was the first time I was like, oh, this is why people kill themselves. I get it. And it was around the holiday season. I was able to lift my spirits with peppermint mocha lattes.
Oh, yeah.
And walking around Target. They had the Starbucks in the Target. I'd get my drink, put my toddler in the buggy and walk around.
I thought you were going to say my toddy.
My hot toddy. Put my toddler in the buggy and walk around and feel Christmas spirit, and I could feel better. It literally helped me. And I was waiting in line at Starbucks with this lady in Winston-Salem, and she was waiting a long time for her peppermint mocha latte. I told her this story, and she said, I believe you. Like, this is powerful. And I'm not even religious, but I like Christmas spirit. I think it's secular. I think it's pagan.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
solstice.
solstice.
I don't think Christmas has a lot to do with actual religious stuff. It's been co-opted.
Mm-hmm. I think Jesus was born like in March.
Yeah. It was definitely co-opted. It stems from pagan
Saturnalia.
Mm-hmm.
I feel I'd love to get both of y'all's take. Like, I feel like I loved Christmas as a kid, right? Because you're a kid.
It's exciting.
And it's exciting and it's all the things, right? Mm-hmm. And then I kind of feel like my 20s, maybe I forgot about, like, I'm sure I celebrated by getting drunk, but I don't think I had the same, like, sentimentality around it. And then once I became a parent and then, like, you know, people have passed away and stuff, it's like the last few years I feel much more like what you're talking about with the Christmas season. Mm-hmm. Like that kind of warm sentimentality. Mm-hmm. Which can be sad and happy.
It can be sad and happy.
Right?
Yeah.
But like, does that make sense?
It does to me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's, I get worried like about like right now it's a powerful tool I can use when I'm sad. But when my parents die, I'm going to be sad. Like it's going to ruin Christmas for a while. And then I was like, oh, I hope I don't die around Christmas and ruin it for my children. And then I realized my effing birthday is Christmas Eve, and I make a big deal about it. I'm going to ruin their Christmas no matter what. Like, they're just always going to associate me with Christmas.
Maybe you already have.
Yeah, it's implanted. It's in there. I've already died.
No, you've already ruined Christmas for them.
Christmas is about me, kids. Oh, yeah, what did you want?
I want to see a little baby Amy in the manger instead of Jesus. with
my glasses and my lipstick on.
Well, what
I need champagne.
So how do we combat that?
Oh, okay. And this is the next thing I was going to say too. Like, there's a definite transition as when you go from someone who receives on Christmas to someone who's in charge of doing all of it, basically, almost. Like, when you turn into a mother, it's a lot.
The spirit.
It's a lot. You have to, like,
it is a lot.
Do all the decorating, do all the shopping, do all the, like, wrapping, and the husband's like, I'll help. I'm like, sure. Go wrap that. Where's the tape? Okay. Like, it's cooking, organizing, Christmas cards. Like we're
schools, all the schools,
all the presents for the teachers, all the like whatever the kids want to give to their friends. It's a lot.
Yeah.
My mom and her friends would have.
It's relentless.
Would have like the Wednesday, like the 23rd. They'd have a lunch at the bar in our town, the pub.
It's called the pub.
Well,
very original.
Right. It was called. I forget what it was called. I have to remember it. Lucky something. And they would meet for lunch and get hammered and be like, we did it.
Oh, yeah.
We finished it.
Like the day that kids start school, you go out to lunch and do that.
No, this was like the 3 days before Christmas. And they just
No, but I'm saying it's the same feeling.
A pat on the back for all of us. Let's
love
eat
that.
some fatty foods and get day drunk.
Yes. I love that.
Have a little joy for ourselves.
Yeah. I blah, 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 blah. Because I had this bakery for so long and I was so busy during the holidays with cookies, and now I don't have it. So I could still be really busy and it still doesn't feel as
busy as it was.
As busy as that was.
Yeah.
Although I've replaced it with this Claus. But that's not nearly the same as
you might
cookies.
Actually be a Christmas elf. All of you are,
Yeah, you just made Christmas cookies for years, and
Christmas
then now
cookies?
you're dressed up like Mrs. Claus. That is like
that is
Yeah,
kinda
you're
weird.
very
I hadn't
Christmassy.
thought about that. And I'm not that Christmassy of a person. But I do like I like happy. I like, Tears of a Clown.
Tears of a Clown. I think you
But I like that. I like that tradition. I might do a gummy instead. Like on the
Yes.
23rd. That's a really good idea.
yes, some chill energy.
And the 24th. And the 25th.
yeah, you're like, oh, I might just do it every day.
Oh my gosh.
That's what my friends this year, my college girlfriends this year from Thanksgiving, like we're on the group text all the time, and like everybody really
Was on a gummy?
took advantage of gummies this Thanksgiving way more than any Thanksgiving. Like I think it's because we're at a stage where our kids are old enough that we have a little bit of freedom. Like I had a friend that took a 50 milligram gummy with her mother-in-law.
Oh my God.
I was like, what are you doing? Like that's some
50?
ballsy.
Did they know it was that? I would start throwing
Yeah.
up. Did they?
No,
they were
she
fine.
had a great time.
Oh my God.
She's like, I got through it.
that's
So
wild.
maybe that's the way to do
Good, well,
Christmas.
Right?
Okay, wait. Okay, question. Elf on the Shelf. Did you guys do that?
No,
Okay.
we got with someone who doesn't know us very well gave us one, and we had that elf went for a ride in the trash can. That's where he decided to hide. It was so. It's every night, and you have to be sober every night in December during the holiday season
you don't
to remember
have to be sober.
to remember to move the elf.
You got to remember to move
Oh,
it,
okay.
right?
You got to move the elf.
I love it.
I think it's weird because it's so new.
It is so nice.
I know it's like
I know.
Mormonism.
It's one more thing, right?
Yeah.
But this is what's so weird. My youngest she is way more into the elf than she is into Santa.
Okay, see now
She
this-
writes
it's-
notes, like misses her, like writes her a note every day. Like
This is the part I don't like is all the lying to the children. I have little scientist babies, and
Yeah.
like
No,
I
I
could just
know.
see their little brains being like, "This woman is
oh
out
no,
of her
she did compare her
mind."
handwriting to my handwriting.
Oh,
So I think we're
yeah,
on limited
yeah.
time right now.
You guys want to hear something sad?
Yeah, of course.
oh no, what happened, Joel?
Always.
I forget what the company's called, but there's a company that came out with these AI like talking dolls, like these bears, and so like they learn and grow, and so like you can actually make friends with them as kids.
Oh,
They're shutting down. And
Wait,
so,
when you say an AI bear, is it tangible or on a computer?
no, it's like a real bear.
Is it
It's- so it's,
it's
Reuben
programmed
something?
by AI.
it's something like that. But so
I
it's-
remember it.
But instead of like
Teddy Ruxpin?
Teddy Ruxpin.
it's like that, but instead of like the 5 phrases, it's just like it has like a
It's Scarlett Johansson.
well, yeah, where it's like it remembers things, it learns, it talks, and so like a lot of like younger kids have like formed real bonds with it.
Oh, I
and now
am sure.
the company's shutting down, and so they had to tell everyone, they're like, hey, your
Bear's gonna stop working.
it's going to stop working because we're going to stop coming up with updates because you have to keep updating it to make sure bugs don't happen and all these other things. And AI itself, like if you ever notice on like your phone, like with like the predictive text, it gets worse over time. It just makes itself dumber, which is like a problem. So like parents are having to sit down and like tell their children, Because
talk
if
to
a
their
kid's like
kids.
attached to it, most of them are like younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they're like, hey, like, you have to say goodbye to your bear because we have to turn
The
it
bear
off.
has cancer.
It's a good
And-
way to teach about death, I guess.
But it's-
Oh my gosh.
you have to like explain to them, being like, "Yeah, you're a little bear friend." I just heard I heard something on NPR about that. I was like, "Oh my god!"
I gotta look this. But also, the way you said it, he didn't mean to. But you're like, and then the parent has to talk to the child. Like, oh no, heaven forbid. Like,
We'll tell you, like, you have to like start crying
Yeah, you just gotta
now.
be like, "Yo, your bear's dead."
Loss.
I mean, oh my gosh, that's so funny.
That's like making friends with the animals and you're a farmer because they're gonna go get slaughtered.
yeah.
But it's just crazy because it's like the thing is. It's like learning from your kid, and like so, like it remembers, and like you can have full conversations with it.
Yeah.
So like it's not just like this is my favorite stuffed animal. Like some kids are like, oh no, like
This is my only friend.
It's
This is my
almost like
friend.
an imaginary friend.
But also, it is
that
just
knows
like
you.
you should, socialize your children.
Yeah, maybe.
yeah, maybe
that-
not buy
that's-
robots to be friends with your children. That's I think
that-
the moral
that's
of the
a little bit of a
story.
scary.
Nobody's gonna listen to science.
Hey, REI teaches kids how to ride bikes now.
You take your child to REI and they teach them.
It's a class you paid for
Wow.
instead of like you just
You
teaching
doing
your kid
it.
how to ride a bike.
You outsource it.
But I'm like that. I mean,
I thought your nanny does that.
Yeah, raising kids is hard because sometimes you gotta tell the nanny what to do.
And she will not
and your
follow.
AI
Yeah.
bear, when it stops getting
Yeah.
programmed, can't talk
The
to
nanny
the
has
nanny.
to tell the bear.
Yeah. Don't you hate it when it's your cook's day off and your nanny's running late
Yeah,
and you have to hold your child?
Yes, my nanny was so.
I feel so stuck between your world and Amy's world.
Yeah.
Like I'm not Amy's world by any means.
No,
but
yeah.
maybe a little more than your world.
Yeah. I'm
Joel and I are on opposite sides of the spectrum.
I'm poor and childless.
Right.
Amy's rich and sad with children.
We're all sad.
Yeah, and you're happy.
I wouldn't say I'm happy. I'm just
Well, you're on the drugs. It's working. I need to get on the drugs.
Oh, I love drugs.
with your ADHD. that
Yeah, I'm
you-
gonna get tested. I decided to get tested
Finally.
for ADD.
Wait, I thought you had been tested.
No,
No.
Joel's just telling me I'm
No, she has
ADD
it.
for a year and a half.
Because
now.
I've listened to you
Oh.
talk to people for an hour at a time each time.
But our generation used to talk on the phone.
No, listen. I'm
We know how to talk to things.
No,
Joel,
my
can't you
generation-
tell we know how to communicate with people?
Millennials talked on the phone growing up.
Yeah.
A lot of it, it's a mixed bag for millennials of if they prefer talking over texting. Gen
Yeah.
Z doesn't know how to talk on the phone.
Who doesn't?
Gen Z.
Oh, Gen Z,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
loved talking on the phone.
But you're an older millennial, right?
I
How
was
old are you?
87.
Oh, so you're
I'm like middle of
You're
it,
mid,
right? I
okay.
think.
you're
But either
only
way-
8 years older than me. Okay,
That's-
younger.
But he says I'm dyslexic or
You are just like
ADD
too, though.
because I changed the topic too much.
It's not just that; it's everything about you.
Can you diagnose me? Because I think I have it as well.
I don't know. See, this is the thing. I've just worked with Amy a lot directly, and I have ADHD, and I know a lot, and it does present differently in women.
It comes out our hoo-has.
But yeah. But you for sure,
She could not make up her mind.
you for sure have ADHD.
Okay, and so I can get on medication for that. Will it make me thin?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Some of them do.
usually.
I want those.
If you get the amphetamine based ones.
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I've never taken an amphetamine.
And all this time of knowing Amy, I thought you had been diagnosed for years. I thought you had been medicated for years on it.
This is as good as it got. The medication
Like,
could work in me.
We must have become friends soon after Joel's
Diagnosis.
Dr. Joel's
Well,
diagnosis.
My children also said to my face, I have it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what? And like, I was standing, like, and all the cabinet doors behind me were open, and there was like a cascade of papers next to me. I'm like, what are you talking
I
about?
leave my trunk open.
Notes everywhere trying
least
to remind
twice a
you of
week.
what to do.
It's hard to have that kind of brain.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
It is.
I'm tired. Yeah.
I fall asleep like, the second I hit the pillow.
You?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Are you AD?
I went and
feel
got
it.
tested and they said no.
How old were
But
you?
according to my husband and my friends that used to live with me, they said yes.
How old were you?
Right now,
No, how old were you when you got the test?
like 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like
I mean, there was a little bit.
Yeah.
but-
Well, also because once again, because as you both know, being women, science and medical science doesn't care about you.
No.
So most of the tests of everything are based off of men.
Right.
And it does present. So you do need to find someone that's like good at diagnosing women. Because Rachel wants to get one, but we've been trying to find somebody who actually
Oh, cool.
works with women and
Yeah.
not just like, because a lot of times they'll just be like, oh no, you're just a little anxious.
I want to piggyback.
right, but
When
they
you find
do
someone
go
I'll
who
let you know,
knows-
I'll let you know.
I'll wait for you guys. That's perfect. Then I don't have to think about it or
Let's
write
all
a
go
note and stick it
together.
on
I'll
the
just
wall.
bring both of you in at once. I'm like, this is my girlfriend. This is my client.
It's
Just
gonna-
go ahead.
It's gonna be like Olympic level ping
there-
pong,
is
the
there-
ball going back
Is
and
there a
forth.
yeah, but can we get a discount? We got about 3 women comics here. Here's some women from the theater.
Squirrel.
Yeah, they'll just take the test at once.
That's like my friend that doesn't have the guts to go to therapy, but knows that is therapy curious.
Yeah.
Right? So she'll be like, do you think you could just ask your therapist like just one thing? And I'm like,
She's Trojan.
how-
She's
I'm a
Trojan
good-
horsing.
I'm a good actor, but how am I gonna like do what I need to do? And then by the way, you know,
My
and she's
friend.
like, I'll slip you like $20. And I'm like, no.
Oh my God, she wants bootleg therapy.
Yeah, I don't think that's
She wants
how.
black market bootleg therapy.
Yeah, you're like, so my problems this week are like unfold a piece of paper.
I've got a rash on my wiener. Wait, no, that's the other doctor.
That's the other friend.
That's the other friend of the other doctor.
But you could actually be the first person to say to a doctor, my friend has this problem, and mean it.
Yes.
A lot of people, yeah.
I'm asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
I'm asking for a friend. I just think it's funny if you were like talking to your therapist about, you know, oh, my husband wants too much sex. And then the question is, why don't we ever have sex? And the therapist is like, is this person, you know, schizophrenic or something? Like, why are they asking so many things?
Yeah. Do you go to your therapist a lot during the holiday season?
I was there this morning.
You were there this morning.
Amazing.
Do you go in as yourself or do you go in as Mrs. Claus? Speaking of schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Weird. I just
are we talking
I wear
to
the
now?
wig and the kerchief. Wait, I in her kerchief? No, I'm a cap. Is it kerchief or cap that the woman wears the night before Christmas? It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring.
I in my cap. She's in her kerchief and the guy's in his cap. It was a sleeping hat. People used to have to wear hats because it was so cold.
Yeah. So wait, she wears a cap?
A kerchief. I could probably tie it
So
around her
I
head.
just wear my kerchief and the apron. And
That's
then
hot.
Not
Is that
the dress
now that's sexy?
or the underwear.
Just naked with an apron. That's a whole. I think that must be a whole section of the
and
internet.
a wig. And a gray wig. And the cat eye 50s glasses.
Oh my gosh! and like a sensible shoe,
Yeah.
like a nurse shoe.
And then a sensible dinner. Yes. No, I don't get more depressed. I mean, we've had some loss in our family, so I am a little more down than usual, but I don't know that it's because of the holidays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do y'all get down at the holidays?
How do you feel, Joel, about the holidays?
I like him better now. I didn't like him as a kid. I didn't have a good childhood though, but I like him better now because I have like, you know, people I like and care about and do things. But I didn't really celebrate much in my 20s.
Yeah, right?
I would just get drunk a lot.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were, you
But
probably
that
were.
was just general depression.
Exactly. So what's like your thing that you really like?
I mean, now
What's something you like during
I
Christmas?
do like I like being with like friends that are enjoying it, or like Rachel, we go up to her family's house in Michigan, and they're very
snow.
sweet, and like they all like each other and love each other, so it is nice to be around that.
Oh, it sounds like a Hallmark movie. Do you
Yeah.
you walk around holding cups of coffee and cocoa?
They drink so much tea up there.
Oh.
We did.
Do you have
Hot
the gloves
or
with the
iced?
They
fingers
drink
that come?
like hot tea.
course.
Like, yeah.
Do you have fingerless gloves that you hold on to your coffee cup with?
No,
Your
but it
teacup?
did. I mean, it is the first time I've seen some like real snow. 2 years ago, it snowed so much. Last year it didn't snow until the week after we got there.
Did you get to play in the snow with a dog? That's the best.
We went out in it, but it's just like brutally cold, and they live in like the country of Michigan, so like it is.
Michigan's beautiful.
It's beautiful, but it's also just like, man, this is. I don't have clothing.
Wind chill.
Yeah.
I don't have clothing for it. I had to borrow clothing. Her dad's like a little taller than me, and so I borrowed like clothing from him.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah. You need special clothes.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Are y'all going this year?
Yeah, we go up every year. That's why I haven't come to Amy's birthday party.
Oh.
That's
Is that a point of contention?
I mean,
I haven't forgiven him.
Yeah.
Will you make the 50th?
I would. I mean, I would, but that's like Rachel goes to see her parents, her family, like 2 times a year. It's like Christmas and then once during summer. She goes up solo in the summer, so I go up there with Christmas.
I think you should continue to go for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Just latch onto the family that you like for
Yeah,
the
'cause
holidays.
Let's just, yeah. Go
And
to
then
the-
also, once again, like I have a niece now, and so
That's
I was going up and just spending Christmas with my brother, and because like none of my family is very Christmassy, but like we like to spoil her, and she enjoys Christmas.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 7, and she's an only child, so
Oh.
she gets whatever she
Yeah.
wants.
And she still believes.
Yeah, she still does believe.
Yeah. I like about the holidays part.
Yeah, what's
is
your
that
favorite part?
Everyone's
Besides your birthday.
singing. It's like it's the closest we get to living in a musical, where everyone knows the words to everything, and there's music playing, and you're allowed to just sing at the store. In the store,
Yes.
you can sing a little bit, and it's not inappropriate. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
mom's drunk again." It's just normal. Do you like singing holiday songs?
No,
I love it. Oh my gosh.
I've never had carols, and I would be so upset if someone came to my house singing.
Carols are different than Christmas music too.
Because do you
Oh.
like
Secular
which one do
Christmas
you
music.
like, or do you like all of it?
So
I like all. I mean, I like church Christmas music too.
My husband,
even though I'm not.
my husband's Christmas music is like from the 1500s, and it's
Oh.
like, and then like you can smell incense, and everyone has diphtheria or something. It's like, we survived half of the winter. We're gonna all die now. Let's sing a song. It's so depressing. But I like all of it. I mean, some of it's annoying. My Hoko thought when I walked downstairs in my outfit, she said I looked like Maria, what's her name?
Maria von Trapp.
No, that would be amazing. The one who sings the famous Chris Santa baby.
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
She said I looked like Mariah Carey in this outfit.
Is that how you spelled Mariah Carey?
yes?
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I could see-
Miraaha.
Yeah, I can kind of because
Mariah.
her outfit
gold.
is her Mrs. Claus outfit, or just the same outfit she wears is
Very
Okay.
velour.
kind of velour-y.
Do you have a sexy Mrs. Claus outfit you wear in the bedroom with your husband?
It's none of your business.
None of my business. Ooh. Does Rachel have a sexy Mrs. Claus outfit? Joel, do you have a sexy Mrs. Claus outfit?
Not a Mrs. Claus outfit for either of us. I mean, we have kids, so like we can, spend money. Well, Amy's rich, so she doesn't worry about spending money on certain things. But yeah, we have kids, so we can just buy things that we like and
You
want
don't
to
have
do.
kids.
Don't.
So I don't have kids.
I was
sorry.
like, where's
Yeah.
he going?
No, but do you,
No, no,
do you
no.
have like a naughty Santa outfit?
I don't think either of us want to bang Santa or Mrs. Claus.
I don't
We have
either.
like naughty, sexy.
Offended.
We have like naughty outfits that we wear, but neither of them are like Christmas themed.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I like the feeling of like I do like those Christmas bars.
Like where you go to the bar and it's all decked out and they
Yeah.
have like those mugs that are Santa Claus mugs that are from the 80s.
Yeah.
And they came back. I love those.
I love those, and I will say something I loved in my 20s was like going out like the night before Christmas.
Oh, on Christmas Eve?
Yeah. I would
and
do
like
that.
your jacket, it smells like cigarettes, and you just like saunter home and eat the ham, kind of. I like that feeling.
I did that one time when I turned 21. I stayed out in the town. A little
Yeah.
bit. In my little hometown.
And what were you wearing?
I don't remember.
Chris- I
It's
could
upstate
see
New
you in-
York. Probably a full snowsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. I like Christmas. It's good stuff. I mean, it's fun. It is fun with kids. Like, except for when they ask for Taylor Swift tickets for Christmas.
It might be time for the believing to stop.
Exactly. And I was like, hey,
You're gonna have to do some extra Mrs. Claus work there.
I said,
You gotta work
Santa
that.
can't do that. Santa brings things that they make.
That's
Well, this was after I said, I don't know. I don't think Taylor's on tour. We're gonna, because her last leg is this weekend, and she said, "Well, that's why." She goes, "I know you can't afford the tickets. That's why I'm asking Santa for it."
That's sweet. That's sweet.
And you're like, oh yeah, hold
Yeah.
on, let me go call Santa. Santa's on a budget too.
So
It's been a tight year for Santa.
Tight year. Sorry, we can't fly to
inflation,
Vancouver.
affects Santa too.
Tell your kids that our friend went to Taylor Swift 3 nights in a row.
Sammy.
And one of which was in the VIP.
Oh,
that
in
Sammy?
Atlanta or
Yeah,
where?
it was Sammy.
Yes.
No, it was here.
In Atlanta.
So she has a good income, and she said, she goes, I have no prospects. I'm spending all my money on Taylor Swift.
I love that because she wouldn't tell us the amount that she spent, but she did say she had to delay her moving to New York by a few months.
Yeah, she had a big
Honestly, Lucy wasn't even into Taylor Swift when tickets went on sale for Atlanta.
Yeah.
She's like, yes, I was. I was like, you weren't. You were like 4 then or 5. But I'm actually into Taylor Swift. Like,
Well,
I want to go.
That's sweet. I have a friend, and she's like, this is actually something my daughter and I can bond over. And they've been having trouble finding something. And Taylor Swift, they both get to go and sing all the songs together.
Taylor
and
Swift
put on
she has the
sparkles.
Christmas music effect.
Oh yeah, Kumbaya. Everyone knows the words. Everyone's singing
It's
along.
happy.
You get to
it's
dress
sparkly.
up. Yeah.
Real big stage show.
Taylor Swift is a Christmas elf.
I could see that.
Very
I can
tall.
see that.
Yeah. We do Taylor Swift videos on Sunday nights instead of reading.
Wait, what? Who's we?
Lucy and I.
Oh,
Like instead of me reading to her at night,
you watch Taylor
we
Swift
do
videos.
4 Taylor Swift
Okay, Mom.
videos.
Okay. Are we supposed to be reading? What's going on over there at the house?
It's one night a week we choose to do videos
Instead of
reading.
Okay, it wasn't like replacing all the reading.
No, it's one night.
Okay, so you read every night.
She's in the gifted program. She's fine.
I like the idea that Amy's kids are probably like, Mom, can we read more? And she's like, whoa, you little nerds.
My husband did all the reading, and I would sit and listen too, because I was like, what does that book say? He did all of the Harry Potter books, and he did all the voices, and he did Hagrid, and he did Hermione, and it was so cute.
That's
then
that's really
he would
cool.
have to read it, and then we would watch the movie, read it, watch the movie, read it, watch the movie, read it, watch the movie, and then we had like the day we watched the last movie.
Yeah.
Weeping. We were.
Yeah.
It was the end of their childhood, basically.
Did you do them at the same time?
So it took like years. It took years to do.
No, I mean the
both,
boys
Yes,
together.
both
Okay.
children together and me just gathered at the feet of the reader, the husband.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it was so
women
magical.
won't be allowed to read again soon, so yeah.
Amy's going to thrive.
When we go back to Gilead in a few weeks.
Yeah. Amy's going to do great.
I don't know. You got to cook in Gilead.
Oh,
No, you got to cook in a servant.
Oh, that's true.
She'll be good as an officer's wife. She
Okay.
won't be good
Not The
as-
Handmaid's Tale?
No.
Or The Handmaid?
No, that's what we're talking about.
No, I know. I'm saying she won't be a.
She won't be a handmaid.
She won't be a
no,
Ruth?
No,
Okay.
You would no.
or
She,
not a Ruth.
no, she would be like the wife.
Yeah.
I'm very good at being a
Sir,
wife.
That's what I'm saying.
Serena.
Yeah,
It's my
Serena,
full-time
you're
job.
throwing parties.
Yeah.
You're not reading.
Oh, parties? Yes. Yes.
You're holding the girl's legs down.
Oh golly, I haven't seen this show, and it sounds terrible.
Ever?
No, I haven't. I can't put those scenes, those RAPE scenes, into my psyche.
She doesn't do anything that makes her sad. And Handmaid Tale is very
very
sad and
sad.
dystopian. It's
Yeah.
very-
I mean, it's.
I watch a lot of documentaries that make me sad enough, and those that really
Yeah.
happened.
That's why.
so.
That's why I don't watch a lot of documentaries because I'm like I don't like knowing how awful
how bad
real
it
things
was.
are. That's why I don't do
Yeah.
true crime.
It makes me feel more relaxed, though, to know, like, oh, it's always been crazy. Like,
Yeah. Everything's been bad.
everything's been crazy. We're slowly moving in the right direction over time.
Yeah. Trad wife, trade wife. What are they called?
Trad wife.
Trad wife.
What's a trad wife?
Traditional wife.
Oh.
It's
the videos that you
I thought it was
see-
someone who did a lot of exercising. I thought you're like a triathlon wife.
You're like, that's for me.
Iron Man wife.
Yeah.
There's something called trad climbing and rock climbing. So,
Oh.
maybe she's really good at rock climbing.
Trad wife is like the one where it's like on the Instagram videos, like, and then my child wanted to eat goldfish, so I decided to take
Smacked him across the
I took
face.
the flour.
Yeah,
and
like-
I hand rolled the flour. I milled the wheat. And
yeah.
You haven't
Yeah.
seen these?
No, I get car sick when I watch TikTok. Everything's going so fast.
Yeah, makes sense.
I thought you were about to be like, I can't watch you in the car 'cause I get car sick, but you're just legitimately mean like.
Yeah. If I can only do
I can't play
Instagram.
video games for that reason.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
I can only do Instagram for a little while, and then the scrolling makes me sick.
Maybe your fascinator's on too tight.
Maybe.
This is-
Maybe I'm hungover too much.
This is a callback to earlier, but y'all are talking about having stomach problems. But you do know it's now, it's now like, if you have tummy problems, that means you're a hot girl.
Oh, is that on the internet?
That's a big thing right now. Oh, it's
I
been a
have
big
seen
thing
that.
too. Yeah,
Hot girl tummy.
Hot girls have tummy problems.
Yeah.
So
I'm so hot.
yeah.
I'm so hot.
Do you really have terrible tummy problems?
Yeah, she
Do
said
you
she has
need better?
IBS.
Do you need better guyome? Butt guyome?
biome or probably?
I always say gut. It's supposed to be gut biome. I always say butt guyome.
You gotta get some better guy in your butt.
You gotta get something better. So we can put some poo poo up in there. You wanna do that after the podcast? Put your Mrs. Claus outfit on, and I'll put on my Mr. Claus outfit.
Oh boy,
We'll get you some happy guyomes.
Let's get some antlers out.
Well, it's been an hour.
I'm so happy that's what it ended on.
And everyone, I hope your tummy feels okay during the holidays.
Don't eat too much cheese rot, too much brie
Doing
paper,
too much brie.
or the paper.
And I'm sorry if you're sad this time of year. I feel my heart aches for those folks, and I know it'll be me sometime. But you know what? There's always January to be sad. So don't.
And Amy's birthday.
Spread
we
it
have to
out.
Look forward
Spread
to.
out the seasonal depression.
Yeah.
Don't sprinkle it around.
Yeah.
Find your pockets. of
Don't
fun.
hurt any day of the week's feelings by not being depressed on it.
And find your pockets of fun. Mine was Target with my peppermint mocha latte.
Yeah.
There's little pockets of fun places.
Yeah, mine is stealing my children's Advent
Candies. Oh, do you blame it on Mrs. Claus? She knows she's got sticky
I'm like,
fingers.
man, today this must be from China. They forgot half of the chocolates in it.
The children who made it ate the candy.
Oh, they're little-
I guess China is our Christmas elf shop. Okay, that got dark.
You should have ended on the poop.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Woo-hoo.